Welcome to this video where we're going to go through some hip extension exercises for runners. So we'll actually go through really good progressions from starting off through to an exercise to do in standing. You're actually wanting really good standing exercise as a runner because it's just a little bit more functional. You want the hip extension because that's really going to help push you forwards. So that is part of the movement that's quite useful for you when you're running and trying to improve. My name's Claire, I'm a physiotherapist from PhysioFit Health. If you would really like to work on your flexibility of your legs, we have an amazing deep squat challenge for you to try out. It is 8 weeks. Sign up, the link's in the description below, and then you'll just work through each week just a load of different exercises for each of the joints of the legs to keep you flexible. If you are lovely and flexible, then it means it's easier to recruit those muscles and can help with your running. So just makes things feel a little bit more freer and easier. So yeah, sign up to that. This exercise that I'll talk you through is really good kind of starter levels of exercises. You're going to start laying down, so have a lay down. You don't need any equipment for it. It's really good just to try and start to get the back of the hip muscles working, so these glutes. So you're laying down on the floor, your arms are down by the side of your body, your knees are bent, your feet are flat. And so doing the basic bridge, you'd be lifting your hips up towards the sky or the ceiling, depending if you're outside or not, and then lower yourself down again. So I would be getting your feet fairly close into the body, and try and get your weight, kind of really getting your weight down into your heels, which should hopefully switch on these glutes at the back of the hips as you're lifting up. So try a couple just to see where you're feeling it. You might feel it at the back of the thigh as well, because it does get those muscles too. But what I actually want to show you is lifting your hips up. Keep your hips raised, take all of your weight onto your left leg, and then you're going to straighten that right leg. Yep, so you're trying to keep hips nice and level, so as if you've got a tray of drinks on that. Lowering your hips down, and then raising your hips back up again. So it's actually this single leg bridge. So lowering down and then raising back up again. So this is really good just to get, like I said, those hip muscles working. You can lower down. And you want to do one leg and then the other, because it just means that you're working both legs as hard as each other. If you do just the basic bridge, which is with both of your feet down, you might find that one leg takes over without you realising. So yeah, one leg and then the other. This exercise, it progresses on from the lying down one, and you get yourself into your 4-point kneeling position. So have a roll over. So your shoulders are over your hands, drawing that plumb line down. Your hips are over your knees, and you just want to make sure that your back's nice and level. So what I normally get people to do is just arch all the way up. So go for a lovely stretch and then arch all the way in the opposite direction. So you're kind of letting gravity really sink that spine into a C shape, and then you find the halfway point in between those two positions, roughly, and you know you're in a fairly neutral position. Chin's tucked in, so you're looking down in between your hands, so you've got a lovely nice long line from the back of the head down the neck, down the spine. So you're all set up. So this one, you're going to focus on that left leg, and you are going to straighten and raise your left leg. So keep your back nice and level, and just check you're not overly shifting your weight to the right side, and then you can lower that left one down again. So I would get you breathing out as you straighten and raise the leg, and then I'd get you breathing in as you lower it back down again, and you're just ultimately just checking that you're not overly shifting the weight over onto that side. So yeah, this is a nice progression exercise, just a slightly different position than the laying down one. Try it out. This exercise is really great for hip extension. When you first try it, I would actually suggest having something to hold on to, just so that you can get the quality of movement first before you then move on to trying without holding on to something. Let's get you with the chair in front of you. You're going to hold on to it, straighten these arms. I'm going to get you standing on that right leg, so that's nice and straight, so have that knee straight as you can do. With that left leg, you're going to drive your left heel and leg up towards the sky or the ceiling, depending on where you are going to do this exercise. Ultimately, you're trying to create a T shape with your body, so that's kind of like the basics of the exercise. Just a few things to watch out for when you do this exercise. Really, the hip position. As you're driving the left leg up, there's a tendency to actually rotate these hips so they start pointing to that left side. And what you're after really is the hips to stay facing forwards throughout the whole thing. Which is why I'd get you just using a chair or something just to hold on to whilst you're trying the movement out. So some people like to do it wrong before that they can then do it right. So what you can do if you're doing it is wrong, lift your left leg up and then just see kind of you're lifting that hip and pelvis up as well. So that's getting that rotation, which we're not after. So then lower the leg and then try and do it right. You're trying to keep that left side of the pelvis down so hips are facing forwards. Might just give you a little bit of a different stretch. So yeah, T shapes. These are amazing. Tick many boxes. They'll stretch the legs, the hamstrings, and they'll get these hips into that extension position. And then ultimately you're looking at trying to straighten yourself up to then get yourself back into that T shape. But consider it a work in progress when you first try it. Aim for that quality first before you go for many repetitions. So yeah, give it a go. If you enjoyed those hip extension progressions, we do have a video for running exercises at home. It goes through a little bit more of the standing exercises that you can do, which are really great for runners, so check that one out. And if you want more exercises, yet more for runners, we do have a Pilates membership that you can sign up to, and we do a running and walking specific exercise class where we really focus on the low back and the legs and run through a whole heap of different exercises that are really great to be doing. Some of the classes are short, so some you've got kind of 5-minute classes that you can just do like a short little bit, up to the long 45-minute classes. So sign up, details in description below. See you soon.